All right, greetings. Because I am a glutton for punishment, we are continuing our custom four-hero game with custom characters. Um, this has very little to do with anything else. I'm just I'll play some different characters, right? We copied and pasted all our crap in from Realmspeak, made some new characters, and now we've got custom characters. So they're not doing great. um, Part of the Satyr and Inquisitor I have never played before, so that sort of owes to that. The White Witch just having a little bit of a tough time getting done what she needs to get done. Same thing with the Satyr and the Inquisitor also, but I have an excuse for them. I don't have an excuse for the White Witch because I did play her. Um, uh, the Chevalier is just moving right along and kicking some butt. Everybody else, like I said, is having a little bit of a rougher time making do. So I am very interested to see sort of how this plays out, and if we can turn this around in the third week, and then maybe the fourth week, or not. So let's take a look at our current situation. The Satyr is taking the Smith, hopefully back to the guardhouse, and then he will get a very nice reward on his spear. So not bad for him. The Chevalier is looking right now, I feel. She has a lost pouch. She's looking to trade on Envoy because she traded with the Lancers, which are neutral to her, and that's half of Envoy. This is a little bit outdated, this card. We've updated the quest so that one group has to be friendly, the other group has to be neutral or better. And then you can change that neutral group if that's your neutral group. But also, the Lost Pouch is with the Woodfolk, and the Woodfolk are on the way. So we're going to get 2 more points here, and she's going to score and be up to probably 11 points. So that's pretty darn good. The Inquisitor has to locate the pool and consult a demon. Now, consult demon became a little bit of a cluster because there was literally every creature in the universe on that demon, including a tremendous serpent. So very, very difficult to get in there and get things done. But we are going to go loot the pool. All you have to do is locate it once. We think we can get this killed before, and then get some stuff, and then I suppose we just have to figure out what to do with that once we've done that. And the White Witch, she's trying to do this rescue here, but has been thwarted several times by a ton of creatures, by the bats, and so on. So all of that has contributed to these very lackluster scores. And here we go for week 3, it looks like. So what do we have going for us on week 3? We got a Thieves Guild, we got a Dead Adventurer, Lost Scholar, which we need to place, actually, since we sort of forgot to place a Lost Scholar. 10-2, Ruins 2. Well, of course it's Ruins 2, because why wouldn't it come up just right on the way to the Chevalier? Might as well just make it all good for that dude. So, yeah. So Satyr is first. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can just move into the valley. And I think he's heading for the guard. Chevalier is looking to score pretty much on the Envoy. 1, 2, 3. So she can move and move and move to the house. And then she can trade with, well, the Woodfolk, effectively. And that's going to give her Envoy. And it's going to give her lost pouch. So those are going to be her 2 points, I'm pretty sure. I think that scores her twice. So again, very, very much the great game for her. And I think it largely just has to come down to a lot of stuff has just appeared for her in sort of this corridor. Everyone else got sort of dragged, lured, whatever, into this crazy little spot here, and that just hasn't worked out. Our Inquisitor has one more day. Just one more day. So I think the Inquisitor is going to hide, and then move to the pool. Because we just do not have a ton of time. And then finally our White Witch, she has to make 2 moves to 4. So she has to do MM4. She can then hide. And I think she's going to rest. And that's that. So it's day 15. Week 3, we're actually looking to make a little bit of a turnaround with our characters here. Let's see what 18. Let's see what the 3rd week brings. It brings spiders, all of which are dead or on the board already. So it looks like a quiet day. Chevalier is first. She's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then she is going to trade with the Woodfolk. So she might as well look at these. Dragon Essence is sort of cool. And the Royal Scepter is an extra higher phase. I suppose, I mean, she doesn't really want to buy the Dragon Essence. She'll roll on it anyway, since you're sort of supposed to. And even though she's friendly, it's a no deal. But she has executed a trade phase. That's enough for Envoy. And she's going to give up the pouch. So she does 2. That's 2 more points in cards. That brings her to 7 points in cards and 11 points altogether, which is crazy. And she is allied with the Woodfolk. Because she returned their pouch to them, which is very nice of her. And she's going to draw 2 cards for tomorrow. So she is done with that. And again, it's good shit. It's good. That is a crazy amount of points for 1 week. She has had nothing but good luck so far, so good for her. The White Witch is getting out of dodge. She is going to hide. And she does. And then she is going to rest. And I think I want to bring back one of these. In case we need to cast Fleet Foot again. She needs to execute a search phase successfully. And that's going to get her what she needs. The Satyr just runs right up there, and he is done. And then we are going to hide 2 times, and we do. The Inquisitor. So what do we have going on here? Well, first thing is she does have to roll for the patrol. And she's okay with the patrol. I think she's... And the soldiers. And she's okay with the soldiers. So she's done. She's good. The witch has nothing, I don't think. Oh, yeah, this spider actually roams to her. So that is true. The Satyr has nothing. The Inquisitor is going to utilize his friend there. His friend is going to attack. And this is tremendous and unarmored. This is all we have to do. Well, and we're good because we got the horse. So we're going to ride the horse into battle. And it is very likely that this battle will just end in a stalemate. 3, so the spider goes down there. Everyone's going to miss because he misses the horse, because the horse is actually this guy's move. And we, of course, miss him. We are going to commit to fatiguing. So we are going to play a fight L2, even though it doesn't matter. So we're definitely going to do that. So this is round 2 of the combat. He goes right there again. So we're all going to miss again, but we will fatigue. So this is round 3. It's pretty much how much do we fatigue? Oh, okay, he goes down the bottom. So this is round 4. So we're going to play that fight 2 again to fatigue. Round 4. He goes down to the bottom again. Doesn't flip. We have to fatigue, by the way. Hold on. Oops. So we're going to switch this one up. So for round 5, nothing. He goes down to the bottom. I mean, I hate to say it, but we're going to play on round 6. We're going to fatigue. 1, we line up. So what happens is these guys attack at the same time, but he is going to hit first because of his longer weapon. He does H-star damage. H-star is tremendous. That is enough to kill that guy. We do get 8 more prowess for the Inquisitor. So that brings him to 20, which might put him in second place for that. Just saying. So it might actually get him another half a point. And unfortunately take that half a point. I mean, for the White Witch. Unfortunately for her, take that point off the witch for now. So he kills and the reason why that's important is because it just opens that pool up, right? So we sort of needed to clear that out. And more to the point, we're losing 03 here tomorrow. So needed to clear that out. I don't think anyone else cares, though. I think and I don't know that the White Witch can do much against. No. So back to guy number 1 here. So what we're going to do is we are going to move to the guard. That's going to give us the Smith, which is a point plus a valuable upgrade. So I'm going to write, well, I don't have to write it right now, but I'm going to write that. And he doesn't have to do it. He just has to drop them off. So he's going to drop them off and go. And the question is, where is he going to go? What is his next? Well, so that's a good question. And the answer there could be that he stays the day and just tries to kill and just kills the time and grabs different quests, right? I do like Plant Flag. I hate the clearing it's in. I hate the fact that it's a little bit late for him. and it's not super close. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. You're still talking 1, 2, 3. That's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It's 4 days to get there. He certainly can, but it is 4 days to get there. Snake Charmer is doable, but all the snakes happen to be in the same damn clearing. And so that makes this and hold on, and there's a demon there. So I think that makes that dicier. You could certainly take one of the snakes as your buddy, but you're still getting 3 things on you. I just don't know. He can't do that. Cannot do that. Ancient Scrolls is rough. I say he's gonna. So I think this is a terrible waste, by the way. A little bit. So I think what he's gonna do is he's going to hide, obviously, spell X and spell, and wait the day to trade out cards, and be done with that. So that's done. The Chevalier, I mean, she has to do nothing else. She could retire right now. Trinkets and Locksmith. She does need to know where the Locksmith is. Oops, it's the white die. Let's just stick with the white die. High pass 5. So she's going to drag this to here. That's a rough haul for her, I think, actually. It's doable. It's just out of the way. Trinkets is to give a giant a trinket. In theory, she could hire the rest of the woodfolk and kill a bunch of shit. I don't know that it matters. I don't know that it's super is that important. I think he can try her best to get the rest of the things. So I think, does she have ruins 1-5? She does not. So I think maybe trying to get ruins 1-5. So 1-2. She's gonna move into there. She's gonna move to 5. Search, maybe. Sure, we'll stick with that. Nothing's going to get her that day anyway. So on day 3, we are going to search, and search. We're looking for that damn pool. We're going to pull something out of the pool. And we'll use Lucky Day if we have to. And then day 4, man, if she's being chased down by bad guys, effectively. I think she goes 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to pick the Scholar up. Done. She's going to move to the Scholar. And she just got to get out of Dodge right now. It's worth 2 points for her to discover in this square, but she is just beset on by monsters, sort of continuous. So let's go get the point right there. We do have to get to a woods tile, which is a little dicey to fix the wagon. But we could do that. We could go up to the Lancers. She is okay with the Order, Company, Guard, and Woodfolk. So what we could do is quickly grab him and then go up this way. Maybe pop him at the Lancers. She has to get to the small campfire anyway. So let's just do that. That's worth 2 points to get to here. She now has wood to come back to here. So that's 3 points. And And then you got to figure out if you can get in there and get a couple more points up in here. So yeah, let's stick with that. So that's day 16 written pretty much for everybody. And this monster roll is a 5, so more spiders. More spiders, more imps. And the White Witch is first. So she is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. The Scholar becomes her partner there. And nothing's going to appear because nothing appears in this tile on a 5. She is done. The Satyr is going to pop here. The Smith goes here. So let's get him his point at least. And let's get him what we really want, which is we really want an extra star. So what I'm going to do just for I'm just going to take a one chit there. Let's put this out on the table. So the Smith gives you a victory point, but he also upgrades a weapon that you have. So in this case, he's going to pick Sharpen. And Sharpen is going to give him 2 stars instead of 1 star on this side. So what does that mean? Well, it means that he does medium, star damage at base, which is medium plus. So that's tremendous damage, unarmored. When he does heavy plus then. So that is even tremendous armored creatures he can kill. So that's a good set of powers for him. For sure. Then he's going to hide just to avoid anything that comes there, and he does. And he's going to spell X and spell to pop that. Does anything appear? I think the bash cards come out, and he is done. Chevalier is going here. 2 rolls to find the path. That's 1 failure and 2 failures. So she is done. And the Inquisitor is going to loot the pool. So he's going to use Lucky Day right now to re-roll this search. That's a fail. So Lucky Day is gone. That's 1 search down. 4. So on the second one, he finds the pool. Lucky Day is gone. We have Locate the Pool, so that's awesome. So finally, we got a couple points on the board for these otherwise hapless custom characters. So we're going to draw 2 cards for the Inquisitor. I'll flip them right now just because. And so we'll do that and that. So done. And we get 2 loots. So more to the point, we're going to take 2 loots. And we do have to fatigue each time we draw. So we're going to have to be a little bit cognizant, but we have 2 asterisks to give. So the first draw is the top treasure from the pool. Well, that's intriguing. Oh my god. Oh, womp womp. It's the Remains of the Thief. Now that's not bad. But we do get a curse. But we do get all these things and 20 gold. So I do like that. That's really good actually for the Inquisitor. Strangely enough, that's a great sword for a really cool sword for the Inquisitor. So we're going to put this away, make this inactive. We will take the living sword. The treasure is the magic wand. Not great for him. But we roll for a curse, and we do that before anything else happens, of course. So let's take our curse. And it's 6, so it's Disgust. So recorded fame is useless. So that means prowess is negative 99 right now. So we got Disgust. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So that sucks because that was one of our points. And so that's going to give, frankly, I think the White Witch second place in prowess. But she needs the points. Heck with it. But we do get a great treasure, and that is cool. And man, if I just had a little bit more going on, I think I'd be super excited about that. We will activate it. It's just not really going to matter. This sword, though, is ace. That is a great, great weapon. It is either a time 2 or a time 3. Like, you literally can't do. You can almost not do any better. The only sadness for that weapon for him is that his M chit, he only has one. It's a 2 asterisk chit anyway. So ideally, you would love to be on this side playing M star damage, right? So, you'd be killing some heavy creatures or whatever. On a time 2 is great, but it's going to tire you out. He's a goblin killer right now, though, with that. That's pretty cool. So that's that. We took all that. That is really, but that's only the third roll. He actually gets one more roll here. Oh, he gets 20 gold, too. So we'll remember to record that. So he takes the 4th treasure off the pile. And he does have to fatigue. And that one sucks. So, I mean, there had to be an end to this fun train here. So we have to fatigue twice. We're going to fatigue this one and this one. So it sucks a bit. We did fatigue twice. We got first. We did get 20 bucks. So that's going to give us 22 gold. Now, the nice thing is, with 22 gold, he can rehire O3 because O3 becomes not his buddy at the end of the day. He didn't record any higher phases because who the hell would have known that you were going to somehow stumble on 20 gold? But he did. And now we can hire him back if we so desire. Overall, I'd say that worked out for our Inquisitor. I don't think we have anything else going on. So first for the Satyr, he's going to drop Ancient Scrolls and Snake Charmer. And he's going to stick with, I think he'll stick with Plant Your Flag, I think. And we're going to draw two more of these and flip them. He gets Happy Camper and Sacrifice. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but so I'm going to put Find L Camp. That's Happy Camper. That's the actual definition of it. And then Sacrifice. So those are the two that he gets. Okay. He's done. The Chevalier is not in the position to do that. He's not in a position, and she is not in. Okay, so no one else can turn any quests in or anything like that. What did the Inquisitor get, though? So the Inquisitor gets, so let's look at his quest. Goblins in Peril. It sounds like a trashy pulp, spicy story from the pulps. Women in peril, and this is Goblins in Peril kind of thing, right? Goblins in Peril. So what you do is you find a group of goblins in a tile with any other monsters. That is the group of goblins that is in peril. They become sort of your buddies. You do not block or battle them as long as you marked them and as long as you got this card. But if you discard the quest, they immediately revert back to hostile, and you have to clear out the tile, and then the goblins become your buddies. And we have locate the statue. So the first thing is, are there any goblins that even fit that bill at this point? These guys are there. We got goblins here. Now, mind you, that's a wreck. That is a train wreck. Having said that, so the only no, we still can't kill. You still cannot kill. You can't kill a troll, an armored troll, with that sword, with the chits that we have. Still not quite heavy enough. Because you'd only do medium star damage. Medium star is not going to cut it. You absolutely need, man, like a poison or something would be perfect, right? Because then you would add a sharpness star. You would always undercut those trolls. You would totally kill those two trolls. Have your knight take the tremendous on. Round one, you would, and this is all wanton speculation. I don't have the power to do this. But round one, you would jump out and kill one of the trolls by undercutting him. Round two, they would all be on your sheet, but you would draw off the tremendous, and then you could kill the third one if you had just one more sharpness star to pop there. So the question is, what is he gonna do? I would argue that a rest phase would be great. Two rest phases, two higher phases, let's say. So that is done for him. 16, 16. So we're on day 17 now, right? Okay, so what does the satyr do on day 17 with his bitchin' sword? We do have to find the large campfire. So that is something. And it's actually 50-50 in one of these. So I think what we'll do, and it would be over here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 back to the Nut Woods. I don't love that because it is a little bit out of the way. I don't. I truly don't love it. But it's a thing we have to do. So we're going to the Nut Woods. So we're going to, there's a giant super slow silent fly. Like it is like a stealth bomber fly. And I don't know how they're always in this room. I have a not inconsiderably sized house. So you'd think that they would be able to find any other place to be, but they can't. They just have to come in here. So now we're going to live stream fail for you by smashing my monitor to kill this damn gigantic fly, like ridiculously sized fly. There we go. We just shut it into the window. So it probably escaped. I didn't see it. And that does ruin my airflow. So I'm a little bit bummed. But, oh, he did escape. Holy crap. This thing is like a genius. I mean, its brain is as big as mine at this juncture. So I wouldn't doubt. Oh, gee, there you go. The fly is going to win this one. Okay. All right. I'm putting those down. All right. Anyway, he's gonna move to the Nut Woods, and then we are going to. I don't think enchanting that actually does us any good. No, because it takes us absolutely up the wrong path. I mean, we could. I just don't know that it matters. Like it won't. So forget it. We're not going to waste. But we are going to stop there because that's sort of what we need. So I don't know if there's anything else we can actually do. So we're going to hide. That's all. We're just going to hide. I mean, it's sort of pointless, but we're going to hide. The Chevalier is going to. The trinkets is sort of dumb. She has to find this. So I think she's going to. I'm not even sure that hiding matters at this juncture. Oops, she just I'm not sure that hiding matters at this juncture. The serpents are gone. Roar is not going to bring anything. So she's just going to search 4 times. Or is she? Oh, man. So the problem is, if she'd have found it yesterday, then it'd be perfect, but she didn't. So the problem is she's gonna essentially give up. Like the Thieves Guild, I think the witch is gonna try to score the Thieves Guild because that would be pretty much easy enough to do at this point. Uh, just go there and hide twice. Done. Um, yeah. I mean, I hate to say it. She's just gonna search. She's not gonna do anything super clever. She's gonna search. Sure, 4 times. That's terrible. The Inquisitor, we've already figured out, is going to try to hire his guy back. And then she, taking the Scholar with her, is going to move to the guild. And then she is going to do, let's just try one hide phase. And let's rest to get one of these chits back and be done there. And so I think that's it for the day. I mean, it's not it for the day, but it's there for the planning phase. Let's roll a monster roll for day 17. It is 3, so we will have some more goblins in peril. Octopuses are dead, so that's cool. That's good. Good to note. And so the White Witch goes first. She's going to move up here. She's going to try to execute a hide phase to become a member of, and she fails. Oh, jeez. But she does get a rest, so that's good at least. We're going to pop a white back, and she is done. That's too bad. That's given the Chevalier an opportunity to steal that point back. 1, 2, 3. For the Satyr, we're going to hide. We do hide. And hopefully, that is not what we expected. Ruins is going to actually bring all the wolves. Now we're hidden, and so it's actually good that we're hidden. Those wolves would eat us alive. They would tear us up pretty good. So it is for the best that we hid. It's for the worst that we didn't actually find what we had wanted. Now, did the ghosts come? Were the ghosts supposed to have come back by now? I think they were killed early in the week by the Chevalier, so I think they are back by now. That's my fault. So I just need to make sure I remember that. And done. The Inquisitor is going to rest 2 times. He sort of needs to. So he's going to rest and rest. So 2 asterisks he brings back. Now he's going to do 2 higher phases. I do always let people hire the random natives there if they're one-offs before they move. It's like if before you move you can manage. Price times 2, so that is $16. As much as I hate to do it, I am going to hire, and that's going to give me 03 until the end. And we are done, and I don't think anything appears there. So he's back. And now, last but not least, the Chevalier is going to search. She needs a 1, 2, or 3. She fails once. She fails twice. Fails a third. I saw the 1 pop. She gets it the 4th time. So she actually does have Ruins 1, 5. That's such an important clearing, by the way. Oh, and I could have had her walk the woods, but I did want to sort of save that. I wanted to save it for a big move, right? Theoretically, I suppose getting that Thieves Guild point is technically, I suppose, a big move potentially. Um, but she is done, and I don't think anything appears because nothing appears. It's so day 18. The satyr is gonna get out of dodge, and so the question is, how does he get to here? So if he goes here and goes to 2, and 2 is strangely enough, so he could go to 2 and then to 6, and then he would actually be in decent enough shape to get there. I suppose that's better. It's certainly not better. It's not better to get him to his ruins. It's better to get him the campfire. Not great for him getting down to that ruin there. I don't know that that matters at this juncture. Because you're saving 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 4 phases to get from 2 to 6, or 1 phase to get from 2 to 6, plus the extra 2 phases. So okay, so I think he moves to Deep Woods 2, spell X's and spells. That's gonna pop the thing, and then he moves to 6. I think that's his move. I mean, I suppose her goal is to she's gonna move, and then I mean she'll do 2 hides and try to steal the point. There's no reason not to take that point. The Inquisitor has his buddy, so I say we search and search and search and rest. So we'll take 1 rest at the end of that. So we're gonna loot this thing as best we can. And then the White Witch. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I always hate when I accidentally overwrite a day. I don't know why. It's not like I saved these sheets or anything, but the White Witch unfortunately needs to. I do think she's going to hide. And does she have the ruins? She does not have the ruins at this point either. So and the scholar. Oh, and she can turn him in technically. That's the Thieves Guild, the Tower, the Monastery all count as dwellings for most purposes in the game. So I'm going to turn in the Scholar. So that's her, honest to goodness, first damn card point. And now she's buddies with the Scholar. It goes up by 1. So the scholar's her friend, at least. I don't know that that helps her that much in terms of that. So she's going to try to score the point. Can she get to? I mean, I suppose. Then she's going to move to 1 and then search 2 times in hopes of getting that path effectively. So I think day 18 is settled for people. Let's get a monster roll. It's dragons. And the satyr is first. So he is going to go 1. He's going to flip. Nope, I don't want to lock that. He's going to flip this tile. And he's in 2, and then he moves to 6, and he is done. And that is going to cause this to fatigue. And I don't think it's going to matter. He does have Flutter in 2, but I think Flutter is done. Yeah, those guys are gone. This is gone too, by the way. So I think that's it, and he is done. The White Witch is going to do her height. I'm certain she's going to succeed. She does succeed. And then she goes here, and she's going to search 2 times, and I'm certain she's going to succeed. No, that's a failure. And also that. She does, however, get the Thieves Guild. So that's her second card point. So that's cool. In 2 days, she's gotten 2 points. So that at least gives her a crappy but almost respectable. No, it's a crappy total. It's a terrible total. Stop it. I don't think anything of Roar 6 actually is going to draw. So that guy's going to appear there because we got dragons. Our Inquisitor is going to. He's going to fatigue 3 chits. So ultimately, he's going to try to fatigue this one. And sure, he'll fatigue that one. Over the course of 2. So, okay. So, yeah, fine. So let's see. That's assuming he actually draws any treasures out of this thing. So he's going to do 3 of these. And he gets the 6th card. And it's the Oil of Poison. Well, interestingly enough, so he can now do medium star damage. So that's pretty good. That is, he can kill a heavy. So he could actually clear out the vault and the lair. I don't know what good that does him, by the way, but he can do it. Similarly, he can kill these guys. Now, mind you, hard to do, but he can do it. And he could probably, if the demon is held at bay, he might be able to get this serpent killed with the guy, maybe? Because he can take these guys out with the living sword, but he has to with the living sword and the oil of poison. So that's a little bit of a thing. So that's his first roll in any case. Let's do his second roll and his third roll before we start planning 8 moves ahead. Again, the 6th treasure. Not a giant fan of that. Oh, that's a crappy one for him. And then we're going to draw one more, but we don't want a 6. Well, we get a 5. That's as close to a 6 as we can possibly get without being a 6. Ooh, power boots. Well, we're wearing those. It is strangely better than our crappiest move already. So not the worst. He could definitely fight those trolls now if he just poisons up the living sword. Heck, even unalerted, he's going to. Now, mind you, he has to have fight chit saved up because he's not in a good position to kill them necessarily with that M4 chit. Let's see, but he could definitely do that. He would have to have the thing alerted to kill the serpent. And again, you're in a position where you have to kill one by ambush. Sort of, have the consult demon ready to roll there. So you encounter him, the demon won't battle you that evening. The snakes will. They'll kick your butt, but so he does get a chit for the power boots. And he does fatigue the full 3. Now he rests 1. So I think we're going to rest. I mean, he doesn't even need that M4 anymore, which is sort of nice. He will. I mean, it barely matters. He's going to make change for that. Done. And so he is done. It was a good day for him. She is going to go there, right? I believe. And she hides twice, but it's not going to do her any good. And she does. What it does do for her good is the dragon shows up and she is now hidden. So that's probably the thing that she needed to happen there in that sense. The satyr, good. We don't have any fights. We are good to go. Okay. Interesting. So what is the satyr doing? So now that he's enchanted that tile, his goal is to find the camp. So he has to literally get to here. So he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to get him to these ghosts. Now, the ghosts are a bad fight for him no matter what. So I would argue that he's going to hide. And then move to the valley. Hoping to be hidden, the ghosts will walk onto him and he will just pass them by, is my guess. He could cast sleep if he needed to. Hopefully he will not need to. So she is done there. I think she's going to move. I mean, where the heck does she need to go? I do think at the end of the day, so at the end of today, I think she turns in. So I think I'm going to turn in trinkets, and I think I'm going to turn in Dragon Slayer. And maybe Locksmith, because it is how many days there? Let's turn them all in. Let's just get 3 new ones. We'll reset her sort of universe here. So she's going to take the challenge. Spider Slayer, much better for her, by the way. So Spider Slayer, challenge, and then she has the hut, a tiny hut, and it's where mountain clearing. So done. So she's going to roll the challenge. And the challenge is the rogue. So the top rogue is going to appear at the small campfire. So top rogue, small camp, rogue at S camp. Done. That's good for her. That's actually a good draw for her. So that gives her some stuff to do the next day. And she can toss the locksmith. So, question is, it's the best way to get there. You can either hide and sort of charge on up into the ghosts. She doesn't have, she does have buddies. So I think she's going to 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and hide is here. Sure. She's gonna move, well, move, hide, move, and move to BL1. I think that's where she's gonna end up. And in the meantime, she's going to play the Warlock. There with Tiny Hut. So she'll get rid of Tiny Hut effectively. Just because it doesn't behoove her to hold that. There you go, done. So she is done. For day 19 for the Inquisitor. So he's in great shape. He has how many more treasures? 4 treasures left in the pool. I definitely think it behooves him to try a little more. But we have to be a little bit careful. We're going to do the same thing and rest, and that'll put us 2 more in the hole. That's fine. So we are done. And then the witch. Okay, on day 19, what is she trying to do? She can go 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's going to put her with the ghosts. She can end up there with the ghosts, sure. She also wants to get the wood and then come back and she can fix the wagon. And so that's going to be 2 points for her finding the campfire, fixing the wagon. So that's going to be a little bit of a jump for her. I think that's what she does. So she's going to hide once, move, and move to the valley, and she is done. And we're ready for the monster roll for day 19. And what the heck is it? It's going to be awesome. It's giants and trolls. I don't know how awesome that is. Not sure. Chevalier is first. Chevalier is going 1, 2, 3. She ends up in Borderlands 1. She is going to hide once. She blows it. That does suck because everything's going to appear then on that space. So she is unhidden with a lot of monsters. So she is done. Witch is going to hide. She blows it also and goes 1, 2, and then she is blocked. So that's a little bit of a scrum there, and not a good one because neither of those guys can generate that kind of damage. The Inquisitor effectively is going to have to drop 2 more asterisks. Let's see if he draws anything out. So he does need to roll lower. So 4, he gets the 4th card. So extra search phase. So that's 1 draw, and he'll ready that for tomorrow or whatever. So that's 1. Second one is bad. The third one is bad. So ultimately, he's going to. So I'll take this away. He's going to fatigue 1 and rest 1. And that's that. And you might just be in enough. So he is done. Is there anyone else? Oh, the satyr. Did he not move? He did not move. So he's going to hide. He must have been last. And then he moves into the valley. These guys sort of jump him in the valley. And I don't think you deal with them. Now these guys have to deal with these dudes. The Chevalier can flee by expending an asterisk. I think she does because I don't think that's a good. I think that's a bad haul for her. So she's going to flee and then burn an asterisk. So we'll play this move and then we'll fatigue that move. And so she ends up here. And the White Witch, I think, has an easy time. Well, she doesn't, strangely enough, because all she's got is this. So she's going to fatigue, and she has fatigue and asterisk, and she also ends up back 1. So they're done. But that is it. That is it. So I think for the satyr, he is just going to get out of dodge. He's going to move, and he will hide. Or actually rest. Move, and then rest 1. And he is done. He's going to move to the woods 4, I believe, and he's done. The Chevalier does get a card. She gets locate the lair. Also nice. But now she does have to figure out how that's all going to work. Her first move, no matter what, has to be moved to Ruins 5. Okay. I think hide, move to the trolls, and then move past the trolls into the valley. And she is done. The Inquisitor is going to move, and then spell X and spell. Done. And the White Witch has to also move to the ruins. So she moves to the ruins, and she is trying to get to that damn small campfire also. She's going to hide and then move to the valley. So she is doing the same thing, trying to get out of dodge. He's trying to do so with at least a little bit of time, because you'd love to get up there, get that thing done, and then still have time to wing around and come back in 1, 2, 3, right? Locate get the broken wagon, hopefully get up here, locate the horde, etc. So that's sort of her plan, is to get up. Dragons, there you go, done. So Chevalier is first, moves to 5, hides successfully, and then goes 1-2. The ghost then will move to there, and she is done. The satyr's going 1, 2, 3, and resting. And that's cool because now we're going to pull this. It is, oh, it's the large campfire. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. Don't mind if I do. So finally we find the large campfire. Does anybody appear at the large campfire? The company maybe, right? Yeah, company appears at the large campfire. It's not the best fun for him, but there you go. So he's found the large campfire, so he actually can mark that. Find El Camp. So it's another quest point at least out the door for him. And the company is friendly. So, I mean, actually, as it goes, that's sort of a cool gig. So he's got a card to draw here today. So the next person is the White Witch. White Witch is going to move down there, much like, but she blows her hide, and so she gets stuck there again. That is also going to draw that guy. And then the Inquisitor is going to move, and spell X and spell to turn that shit over. And I don't think anything appears though, because done. So at the end of the day, we're going to cast Vision. So that is going to fatigue 2 chits. And we're going to get Crag those guys. And I say we try to figure out how we can get there and get that Consult Demon done. So who is this? This is the Satyr gets an extra alert. So done. The White Witch has to run out of dodge again. So she is going to be here. So definitely a little stuck for her. Geez, where the hell do you want to go now? That's a great question. So it is going to be day 21. There's going to be purple magic in every clearing. That doesn't help most of our characters. And I mean, most of our characters don't have a lot, right? I mean, they're. So that alert, that danger sense extra alert shit, it's actually good just in the sense that this can actually become alerted and do something. Because it's sort of a shitty weapon, right? That it doesn't, doesn't do anything unless it's alerted. So I could, very much could, but only on sort of a. So I think I'm going to. So I think our move is to hide and then move into the goblins. I think that's a risky-ish move. If I'm hidden and I can get in, not a problem. If I hide, done. The next day, then, we make a run for the lair and the vault. And we go and we kick the hell out of that dragon. And I don't think Goblins in Peril is really that's not for him, but and then what we'll do is if worst comes to worst and we get stuck here, we are going to alert our gold magic and knock these guys out with sleep using our danger sense. However, if we can manage and we're there, then we can run into here and use the danger sense to alert the weapon. And that long weapon is long enough to kill the dragon before it gets us with its head. So we can get that done and kill him. That's going to give us access potentially to the lair. It also gives us... we don't have really access to the altar to whatchamacallit. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe that's not helping us really as much as we think. I think we're going to do it anyway, and I think we're going to do it to try to get maybe some gold under our belts, maybe some great treasures, and score a great treasure too. So that's going to give us a couple extra points. Now we are at a whatchamacallit. So I say we're going to drop these 2 quests. I say for right now, let's drop them. Let's get some new stuff and see what's going on. So we're going to get Take Cover and Dragon Slayer. So even better, I feel, right now. So Take Cover is great. Dragon Slayer, also good. So I think that was a good draw, because what we're going to do then, if we need to hide, bam, we can hide in the goblins. And if we don't, if we make the hide roll, we can save this card for when we need it. So I think that's a good one for us. So on day 21 for the Chevalier, so she has made it past here. She is going to move, because she's going to do the challenge. That is her goal. So, or at least it was her goal. I say does she need to rest? Yes. So she's going to move, rest, and then move to the campfire. That's going to allow her to take up the challenge. And I think she can beat this guy. Now, her armor is beat up, and that guy is quick. He is dangerously quick. But I think we can... but what I'm going to do, is I'm going to alert. Ooh, how's that? So we can't hide, because we cannot start the battle hidden. We can alert, though. And alert is going to give us the ability to start the broadsword on this side, which is going to give me the ability to cap that guy. So there you go. That's my plan. Not often you use an alert. Our Inquisitor, I would love to do the Goblins in Peril. So we're going to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually safer. So we're going to move to the Deep Woods. So the Inquisitor is going to move, and then move into the Deep Woods. And we got a lot of crap. I think, but we do need to rest. We are so flippin' exhausted. So we're going to try to rest in the Deep Woods. Done. And then the Witch. So she has to move to 5. So move to Ruins 5 again. And she was just trying to do the small campfire thing. And she's been stymied at it each time here. Not getting a lot of use out of Peace with Nature this time. Ah, there he is again. That giant fly. He's gigantic. Like he's I swear to you, it's like I'm alerted. uh Strangely enough, I cannot undercut this goddamn fly. And this thing is big. Like I don't know what it's been eating, but it has indeed been eating. Um Quite well, I would say. So she is going to move here again because she wants to get up there too. Because if she gets up there, she locates the camp and gets the wood she needs to return to the broken wagon. So it would be worth 2 points for her to get up and back down. And then that would get her in position to do whatever we think she needs to do here. So she is really just trying to do what she did last time, I hope. And so let's see if we can manage to do that. So those guys are going to respawn. We're going to get 2 monster rolls on day 27, and it's 4s and 3s. So that's going to be quite a few guys returning to the board. So let's get these guys back. The 2 trolls go back. He goes back. He goes back. We have a giant that is dead who returns. So they're done. The wolves leave the board. The nasty patrol leaves the board. The octopus returns to the pool. And then all the goblins that we have ever drawn return to now this fly's taunting me. He's doing laps around my head. He's like, ha ha, he's pulling the like he knows that I have no recourse right now. So those 2 guys return. Purple magic in every clearing. The satyr is first. Let's what is the satyr going to do? So he's going to hide. And he does. And he actually only rolls 1 die because he's in the woods. And he moves into there. And indeed, a bunch of goblins appear like they do. Oh, and trolls. So he not only gets goblins, but he's going to get these trolls. Right? Because we got all the trolls. And I'll move him off of there. Oh, there he is again. There he is. Oh, no, he took off again. He's like, he is not waiting around for me to smack him down. That is for darn sure. So we got trolls and we got goblins. The satyr is hidden and he's right there. And unfortunately, though, he pops in there. And that makes that a dangerous spot again for him. But we will see. So the Chevalier is moving, resting. So she moves. She rests once. Bring back a move chit. She alerts her weapon. And then heads up into the fray there. And she is going to, no doubt. Oh, and by the way, the Lancers are gone. Right, because they move on a 4. But they're going to appear and back anyway, so we might as well just let them on there. But that's okay. But just so we know. So she is done waiting for that battle tonight. She goes here. She hides. She does and goes bam bam to there. The ghost will patrol onto her. And then he goes 1, 2, 3, and he's done. But now we got to check because Flutter, no dragons. No, he's good still. So we do have a little bit. I think obviously the satyr is going to sit on this move. The witch. That's a great question. Does she kill the? Does she kill the dudes? Good question. So I think what she's going to do. So this is sort of. I don't think she needs to. As she is sitting super close to. If this guy flips, he jacks her up. So I think we're good. I don't think there's that much value in killing these guys. So we're just going to let that ride, and she is done. We do have the Chevalier to go to, though, so she's going to take him there. She's going to drag this up. She is going to do effectively this and that, I believe. Even if he flips, she's going to undercut. I mean, I could play the 4 and avoid the double fatigue. And then if he flips, well, then we're going to miss. But we only single fatigue. And you know what? We're just going to roll with it. So we're doing that. And I think I'm going to put him... hold on. Before we do anything, hold on. I think I'm going to put him there. And we're going to roll. And it's a 5. So he actually goes down 1. Does he flip or not? He doesn't. So round 1, we go first. We undercut and kill him. Done. We have to double fatigue. So we're going to fatigue this fight and this move. Sure. Done. We get 2 prowess for what it's worth. And a gold. Oh no, actually we don't, right? We get something entirely different. So we get geez, I can't believe I dropped that on the sheet. So let's see what we get very specifically. So if we defeat him, we get his prowess and gold values +5, and we get the point. So we actually scored the challenge. So that's another point. We get his prowess and gold, so 7 and 6. And then he returns actually to his... He returns chastised to his spot there. So that's going to give her 8th card point. So once again, she is just rolling in card points. It also gives her a little bit of a bump in her leads in both gold and prowess. So pretty rough, pretty insurmountable a little bit for everyone so far. She is definitely still kicking butt. And so she turns that in and grabs another card. And she gets a cash in the castle. So she is done. That's our day. The witch is not fighting. The satyr is not fighting. The inquisitor is not yet fighting. Okay. Well, let's take a quick look at everybody. So I have the satyr on for 3 card points. So he did get 3 card points. And he does have 15 gold. That is no longer enough for any points, though, because I think the Inquisitor beats him out. Chevalier, 8 card points, winning both gold and notoriety. I'm pretty sure, gold and prowess. I'm pretty sure. The Inquisitor. The Inquisitor cannot score, so he has 2 card points. Also has Disgust. Oh, he blew his gold, so he only has $6 left. So that's good point. I think the Satyr might actually be in second place in gold, maybe, though, then. Inquisitor has 2 points, but he does have a great treasure. These guys are literally scraping sort of bottom of the barrel here to try to 2 points. And I think she is winning prowess right now just because of the curse on the Inquisitor. So I think it is 12-4 to 3-3 right now. So it's still not great shakes. These guys didn't make this blazing comeback and kick the hell out of the Chevalier. They have at least scored, and they are at least making some movement. So like the logjam, their logjam has burst a little bit, and they're doing some stuff. And so I'm happy with where they're at. And yes, I am scouting the air for the fly. I am looking to where that guy is, because as soon as this camera goes off, you're gonna see how hard it is to hit a time 1 Magic Realm creature. You will not see. I will see. You guys will be totally oblivious. I'm going to come back victorious. I might, or the next video, you're going to see everything off that shelf. It's just going to be down and in piles, and there's smoke coming from somewhere. I'm bruised somehow. It's like there's just a trickle of blood out of my nose. I'm wearing the same clothes, but it's the video's posted 6 days later. The implication being I've been in this room for 6 days, trapped with a single fly. And the fly is winning. So, I mean, that's it. It is certainly not my best game of multiple characters. And I suppose what I'm going to be interested in, what I'm holding out hope for, is that last week, just to see where it goes. Can we score 5, 6, 7 points on the losers here? Right? Can the White Witch get her rescue done? That's sort of where she got stymied. She just couldn't get this rescue completed. And everybody has a week, so that's last 7 days is always a bit of a rush, right? It's always this crazy. The board's opened up. You see all the things. Really, everything that hits on card wise can technically be points because. So actually, speaking of, So the Lost Scholar was scored, and the Dwarven Smith was scored. The Thieves Guild was scored. I will put it somewhere just to denote that it exists. It's still there. The Tower and the Wagon were not scored. So we did score a bunch of that crap. Let's draw 3 more, and these are the last ones for the week. So the Dwarven Pathfinder is going to appear. Oof, I hate when I do that, by the way. The Dwarven Pathfinder is going to appear. The Miner is going to appear in the caves. And finally, the Lost Crone. So the Crone, Lord knows where the hell she is. She was there, all of a sudden, was out searching for maybe some herbs or something, and got lost. So the Dwarven Pathfinder is going to appear in 4. So he appears at the inn, waiting to be hired for $6. It's it's a little bit rough to hire at the end of the week for those guys because the value is lost a little bit. Miner in the caves. Caves one. So strangely enough, that's a great place to go for some of our characters. Right next to the broken wagon. And then 2-1. So Cavern 1 is where our poor Crone got lost. And she's right there too. So those are free points if you can get down there. So so someone like the White Witch, if she can actually get up here, get the wood, pop her quest, so that's 1 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, get back down. Fix the wagon, that's 2 points. She could technically grab the miner for 3 points. And so right there, she's up to 6 points. So that's not bad at all. And the White Witch, because she is useful in caves, could go to the Mage Tower and see what the hell's there, and maybe then score that, and maybe even score a spell points too, because no one's gotten to any sites with spells. The only site that's been touched is the pool. Every other site has been effectively successfully defended by monsters. The lair and the vault have been sort of gang tackled by the big trolls. Obviously, some combination of demons and serpents there, and so on. So I think the board, as clunky as it's been for 3 of our 4 heroes, I think it's an interesting board. For the White Witch, at least, it's an interesting board. I think maybe the Chevalier tries her luck in the cliff like everybody else has for this last week. She could pop Spider Slayer. Although she does have to locate the lair, but again, she's gonna have an easier time against that spider, and even that bat. She's gonna have an easier time than against the troll. So something to think about. The Inquisitor, I know what we're going to do. We are going to 100% rest up and try to execute a little mini coup here by jumping in, popping Consult Demon so he's sort of out of the fight. Now, mind you, the first round, and we might do this, she's going to ready the sword, and he's going to kill one of these dudes. Probably with Oil of Poison. So that will give him what? That's going to give him, can he pull a medium? Yes, he can pull a medium. So that's going to give him M star. So that's going to be enough to kill the heavies, even with armor. So if he does that, he can kill one of those initially. This guy can take the order can take this guy on and sort of standstill him. And then we can kill this guy here. Now the question is, can we finish this guy off? Can the order do tremendous damage? Yes, he can. He can never undercut. So I think we can actually pull it off, but we need to be well rested. So I think you're going to see some rests, and then we're going to jump in with the Inquisitor, with the Oil of Poison done. Like, everything done. The only problem is, so round 1, I think you hide and just ready the Oil of Poison. And the reason why you don't do that out of combat, because you can do it at the beginning of the day and just say, well, I'm going to ready this at the beginning of any phase, and then jump in there, and it's good for a whole day, with the caveat that you don't want to waste it. You don't want the dragons to appear that day, so you want to have the option to be hidden, to go in there, and then, yes, if bats show up or something, you go, I'm going to call this mission off. Now, unfortunately, that's the most likely thing to happen, is that on the day you go in, something else jumps in, but it is possible that that doesn't happen. And if you just have serpents and demons on you that day, you can pull that off with the oil of poison and the living sword. You can kill the two serpents while you consult, while the demon is held off with the consult. And the demon's literally going to sit there, yes, while you see his receptionist. The order guy can hold him off because he still has the tremendous warhorse. And at that point, this thing has to undercut him, but it can't. I think that all works. I think that works. Excuse me. I think that was the first Sean, by the way. I think that all works. And you hold that guy off and you kill those two, and then you consult the damn demon and get your spell. So I think we have some good moves for those guys. I think the satyr can kill this guy on a hidden round 1. And then on round 2, again, I think you have to be a little bit wary, but we're rested. On round 2, you either cast your mirror images to hold off the troll while you line up with him, or you simply play your... So the problem is you cannot play your fastest fight. You cannot play your fastest fight and a move fast enough to not die. So you might want to cast mirror images because you might be letting him hit you once. Because you have to play this dodge. You just have to keep the troll off of you. And if you're playing that dodge, then the best you can do is this fight. So yeah, you play that dodge. You have even a single mirror image. And you can play that dodge. And if you can play that dodge, then you can get the hit on first using any old move and get that guy dead. And if you get the guy dead, that's sort of cool. Not only did you kill 2 things, and that's a little bit of a coup for you, and that might kick you up notoriety quite precipitously because no one has a huge lead. If you kill the dragon first and then this guy, that's 26 points. You wouldn't be in first place, but you would definitely be in second place. Then you'd have access to the lair in the vault. Just the lair mostly. And could work off that. So I think everybody has an interesting 4th week ahead of them. I don't know how ultra winning the Satyr's 4th week is, or anyone's 4th week, but we're fighting for second place. Let's face facts here. So, anyway, thank you for watching me battle the fly. Jeff Goldblum is in my home as we speak. I will definitely tell you what happened in my 4th week with the fly. And the 4th week, I can't see him anymore. I don't know where he ended up. And the 4th week in the game. So, thank you for watching. I will talk to you all later, and good night.